Ladies and gentlemen, I got a really spicy video to talk about. We're going to be talking about the EDP-445 documentary, and honestly, this documentary is just so special to me that when I was watching Nogula and Terrorizer watch it, I had to stop at the 20-minute mark because I was just like, dude, we gotta make a video about this. This is just absolutely legendary.
So I gotta watch. Matter of fact, I got a fucking shit. Matter of fact, I got a fucking pocket coming shit up in the mail. I'm gonna out that bad tonight. Feel me? I might take it to work with.
Okay, that might also explain why she isn't. She isn't. Yeah. Gosh, this guy.
He is aware she might watch this, right?
But that's not even the best part about it. Not only he has like an absolute hate list for like all the content creators that have like basically exposed him. Not only that, but he also has a kill list. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because we're gonna go ahead and talk about all of it. Now, I don't think EDP-445 doesn't need any introduction. Ever since the whole cupcake situation back in 2021.
Again, so what brings you out here today?
Say the line!
I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
He's talked to like plenty of minors before and, you know, sent graphic content to said minors. And if I remember correctly, I think he also sent like some poo pics as well. Now, the longest bit with EDP-445 is he would admit that he was like into like 13-year-old girls, but he would never say that he was a pedophile or like he wouldn't like try to go to a girl's house and like, you know, try nothing nefarious, even knowing he has texts and photos of some very damning stuff. Now, we all know that's a bunch of bullshit. I know it, you know it. This guy is absolutely guilty without a shadow of a doubt. I wouldn't be surprised if his name doesn't pop up in the Epstein files trying to get a cupcake on Little St. James. But back in the day, there was a sting operation. I think there was actually two of them, actually, on EDP-445. But yet, nothing ever happened. He never got arrested, even knowing there's a butt ton of evidence that he was talking in an inappropriate way with minors. But here recently, there's been a new documentary made about EDP-445, and it's an absolute roller coaster, let me tell you. It basically starts off with the intro going pretty hard with him basically saying the F-bomb, which I've probably only used that word maybe like once or twice on a Call of Duty match. But we get this absolute beautiful shot of EDP in prison, which should have happened, honestly, with all the evidence that he's got against him.
See, this is the shit you have to watch out for, man. You got
Schneiser.
Young ass high school
Schneiser.
I mean, little fucking
Schneiser.
I mean, let's be fucking real. Like, you know, like people, you know, guys, you know, they think about, you know,
Schneiser.
a 15-year-old, 16-year-old. Oh man, that bitch walking down the street. She's in high school. She's hot as
Schneiser.
That gets exposed for some type of sexual contact with a minor. Whenever it happens, we're all like, oh, what was he thinking? Why would he do that? But you never hear why. They never say why.
Well, the main reason why they don't say why is because it's already an open and shut case. The reason that it took EDP-445 to have a reason is mainly because he didn't have a reason. And does really anybody really care to hear EDP out at this point? Like, the only two reasons I could ever see anybody watching this documentary is the people that want to make fun of EDP-445 and the people that are trying to get content for it. Back to EDP for a minute. I think people have intrusive thoughts all the time, and sure, maybe there's some people out there that have intrusive thought of a, you know, fantasy of a 15-year-old girl. But here's the thing, you don't go out there and do it. You don't do it. You're already knee deep in, brother. You're stirring the pot with your own juices, brother.
Sex with a 13-year-old.
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already clear.
See, even he said it. Everybody's like, oh, well, why did he do it? It's obvious. Now, the first half starts off like any documentary. It talks about his life, how he grew up, and what he thinks, right? I'm just gonna skip that part and talk about the more juicier bits.
Google came to the conclusion, better call a
Schneiser.
lawyer. Told him straight to
Schneiser.
Man, especially when, you know, when you're talking to a lawyer, you better not hide a motherfucker.
Schneiser.
And he's all like, well, obviously what you did was illegal. Give me some time to look into it. I got connections down at the police department. I'll look into it and I'll keep you updated.
Like, okay, cool. 2 days, 3 days, 4, 5, 6, 7. I give him a call. I'm like, everything cool? What the
Nicer.
Like, should I be worried? He's all like, he's all like, oh no, man, just sit tight, man. Ain't nothing going on.
Just imagine going up to your lawyer. You have this kind of serious problem that's happening right now, and it's like, hey, I need you to help me with something. They look at your background, what's going on and everything, and they just honestly just give up. They just look at your background and all the past drama you've been into, and they look back at you, and you're like, yep, you're cooked. The last thing you hear from your lawyer as you leave the room is, well, sooner or later, you're gonna go to prison, and they're gonna turn your butthole into a pretzel. You're gonna have to change your name to EDP to EPB because you're gonna have to be diverse and eating all kinds of booty. Even the ones that have chocolate stains in them. But anyway, the lawyer basically told EDP that he was in the clear. You know, he searched him up, seeing if he was being investigated for all the crimes he committed. And for some reason, the police officers never did an investigation on it. I mean, it sounds like they looked at it, but they never did make some kind of investigation from it. And so, as of right now, he's still a free citizen. And it'll probably be like that until the dawn of time.
There's definitely a chance that he faces criminal prosecution. I think what he's doing now, by, quite frankly, doing this documentary, it's just a stupid fucking idea.
Oh, shit. He made the lawyer cuss. Just in this one documentary, EDP is admitted to 16 criminal acts. And some of these are felonies, by the way. The one thing that I just thought was just absolutely hilarious about the lawyer, I can't show it because I'm pretty sure it's got copyrighted music in it, but he's actually going over it. And there's like this one picture, like his exhibit A. His exhibit A is EDP's penis. And there's two pictures. There's one where it's hard, and then there's one where he ejaculated. And that's his exhibit A. He looks at this one picture. And he's like, yep. That'll get you in trouble.
Why did you show up that day? Why did you go to that location? What did you think was going to happen?
This right here was peak cinema. Not only they got a 1v1 with EDP445 and Chris Hansen in the same room to do this crazy interview, but they did it all with the main title, the main title soundtrack of 2001 of Space Odyssey.
I showed up to that location that day, trying to, obviously meet up with an underage girl. You know what I mean? And I guess you can say, trying to have sex. I don't know. I mean, whatever.
You trying to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
For the most part, yep. People have a tendency of doing this, I feel like, because they enjoy the innocence and having control of somebody, you know?
Sounds like that's what you wanted to do.
Right.
Nobody your age you could have hung out with.
Every single time, some of them do say they're lonely. And sometimes we do understand that they're lonely because maybe they're not as popular or they're not as outgoing. But you have millions of followers.
Right.
Like, how are you lonely? You have like millions of followers. I bet you there's chicks in your DMs trying to hit you up.
Absolutely.
And you're here for a 13-year-old.
Correct. That you fantasize about someone younger.
Correct.
What is that fantasy? Because it's not just loneliness.
You know what it is, man.
We honestly, we really don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we're not like that. We're not like that. We're not attracted to minors.
No.
That is the biggest bullshit that I've ever heard in my entire life. And look, I understand if his personality was dog shit and he had like no following online, but the way I'm hearing it, he had 4 million subscribers and a pretty good personality. And sure, one of his debuffs is being fat as hell, but as long as you got a good personality, you still got a shot. And having yourself out there to like 4 million people, I don't know how you can't find nobody. Either that, or dating has gotten way much worse from 2021 to 2026. Plus, I don't really think that is the issue. I think it's actually a cover-up for EDP. Because there's some moments where he talks about where he wants control and he wants the taking of innocence, right? And then this other side, he wants commitment, he wants love and passion. Which, if that's true, then it doesn't work for EDP when it comes to women his age, because women don't want to be controlled, or they don't have that innocence. Therefore, EDP has only one option, and it's to basically talk to underage girls. But, even if that is the case, and the whole reason why he's talking to 13-year-olds is mainly because he can't find nobody, it doesn't give you any justification to basically go up to underage women and, flop your dick out. Now, EDP claims that he was aware that what he was doing was wrong, and to some extent I understand that desperation is one mean son of a bitch, but you would think after the post-nut clarity he would be like, you know what I just did was absolutely bad. Maybe it's a good idea in future interactions I don't do this. Or a better outcome would have been, hey, this person's 13, maybe I shouldn't be talking to this person because she's 13. Or if this is correct and EDP is actually telling the truth, if there's a 15-year-old telling you that she's willing to give out boob pics, your first thought should be, no, I don't want that, and get the hell out of Dodge. But you see countless times with EDP, even though he fully acknowledged what he's doing is wrong, and he does block certain accounts, like Sophie, or the first person he was talking to that was underage, that ended up with the first sting operation. But what I find strange to me is he'll actually block accounts, but then he'll come back days later and unblock them again to keep chatting. If I had to give off a theory on how EDP's brain works, I think he's using kind of the idea of him not being able to find something as a justification to basically sex and, talk to minors. Because if there's one thing I've learned in this world, people will do the most heinous shit as long as they feel justified in doing so. And you see in all kinds of things like the Unabomber or the Columbine mass shooting, but with EDP it's more like, well, women are mean to me. I like it where I have control and take an innocence of someone. I'm gonna fuck a 13-year-old and who cares? I think that's 100% EDP's mindset. And I think he uses justification, but I also think he uses his sexual gratification as a way to tell him that he's doing the right thing, even knowing he's doing the worst thing imaginable.
Throw you in the back of my car and bring you back to my dungeon, LOL. You talk about climbing through a window.
Mm-hmm.
You're so hot and cute and even had me jerking off. Were you masturbating when you were talking to her?
Mm-hmm.
That right there, that absolute should have instantly got him in prison right there.
You sent her pictures?
Yeah.
You sent her pictures of your penis?
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Right, I know.
It's illegal. Had Alex Rosen not botched this, you might be in prison right now.
Thank God he didn't.
Well, you could look at it two ways. Maybe prison is where you belong because of this.
If it was where I belong, I'd be in shackles right now, so.
But I have to tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Had this been me doing an investigation, your EDP 445 ass would be in prison now.
I had this really dirty, sneaking suspicion that he didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris Hansen basically explains on why this case wouldn't be prosecutable. Sophie was a decoy for EDP 445, so Alex Roseman can get him on this first sting operation, and hopefully get him arrested. But the thing is knowing the Sophie decoy that Alex Roseman was using to message EDP, knowing he messaged him first, it made the whole case basically unprosecutable. Even though it made EDP 445 look incredibly in the wrong, there was nothing that the justice system could do.
Fucking with people's livelihoods.
God damn, man, I could use some fried pickles.
But, you know what though, Mike? It's perfectly fine. It's great. Because everybody hates a pedophile, right?
Well, yeah. Pedophiles are the most hated group on the planet, and for really good reasons. People hate pedophiles so much that they're willing to work together to eliminate CP on the internet. Just think about that for 1 minute. No matter of personality, opinion, sexuality, race, or anything else, we are willing to set aside our differences to get rid of CP off the internet. But not only that, but they're efficient. Setting aside Twitter for a minute, how many times have you went to Google and searched something up and accidentally got a picture of CP? I can tell you my results. None. And if you do find something, it's usually gone in the next 24 hours. If you ever tried to search up CP, which I would hope that you wouldn't, you would find that it's absolutely hard to do. Not impossible, but hard. Just to put into perspective how much we hate pedophiles, searching up a certain kind of content, you can't find nothing about it. But if you searched up how to make a bomb, gore, degloved faces, how to kill your mother in 45 minutes, someone randomly having sex with an animal, or name any other degenerate act, you can find it on the internet without really any issue. And honestly, it shows how much we really hate pedophiles. It's as close as we'll ever get to universal hatred.
10-year-old girl. There won't be a next time. There won't be a next time? There won't be a next time.
I wonder if this is how World War I veterans felt about World War II.
Be with a little emo girl.
Because he sent me videos saying that he was gonna shoot me and kill me if I ever said anything.
See, Kayla, don't mean to scare you, but now I have to fucking shoot your ass.
Look, I don't want to scare you, but I'm gonna have to put a cap in your forehead and throw you in a ditch. But we're still gonna meet up and eat waffles, right?
Yeah. The reason I let her send me those pictures is because I was horny as fucking beating my shit at the time. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She has a... Never mind, I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead.
You already started saying.
Fine.
Dude's just self-reporting on his own documentary. Like, what the fuck?
Because in the moment, bro, you don't
Nicer.
care. You really don't. You know what I mean? You don't give a fuck about the consequences. You don't care about the rules. You know, and anybody that say that they do, they're fucking stupid. You know what I mean? They're lying to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, you probably really don't care while you're in the moment, in the heat of the moment, if you want to call it that. He honestly thinks that he doesn't have, like, no say or no consciousness before he hits full-on jerk-off mode.
If it was legal, would you have had sex with Kayla?
If it was legal? Oh, I would have fucking turned that ass out. I would have ate her ass out.
Nicer.
Man, ate a funnel cake about her shit. You know what I mean?
No, EDP. I don't know what you mean.
So you committed another crime. You got caught, but yet got lucky again.
Yeah, it's a crime. Got lucky again. Me personally, I feel like the reason why they didn't do anything is because I feel like, you know, God sees all, right? He sees my mistakes. Obviously, I've been punished by him. Others have been punished by him and stuff. I feel like he saw Kayla and Gideon's master plan, and so therefore he intervened and saved my ass once again. You know what I mean?
So let me get this straight. The reason that you're not in jail for showing a picture of your genitals to a minor is because Jesus saved you.
Mm-hmm.
Twice, by the way, because he done it twice. And he's also talked to other minors as well, so it's not like these are the only two. Now, I don't believe in religion at all. Could there be a God? I don't know, maybe. But I'm pretty sure Jesus once said, anybody who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. That's Matthew 5:28. So, if Jesus has this whole opinion about lust, why would he ever help a pedophile who basically uses children as a sexual gratification?
Diagnosed with end-stage kidney failure, which is like stage 5. If I were to miss a treatment, the chances of me dying would be about maybe 65 to 70%. I tell them all the time, they're all like, oh, well, you know, your fluid intake is off the fucking charts. You need to start eating healthier, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking like, listen, bitch, I'm over here fucking grinding this shit out with 2 jobs, working 20-hour fucking days. And I'd be lying to you if I told you, oh yeah, I'm about to go eat a beautiful ass Greek salad. Like, no, bitch, there ain't no fucking Greek salads out there. It's like motherfuckers eating hot dogs and burgers and shit, you know what I mean? Because that's what's convenient for you, you know?
Dude, you could go to Walmart and get a pre-made $3 salad, but you're saying there's no convenience. I honestly think just EDP is just too stubborn to really change at all. And you can see that with his sex life, but also his food habits.
It's time to start taking accountability, start owning up to it, let's go to therapy and let's try to get help for this situation because obviously something isn't right.
Oh, finally, he's owning up to it. Maybe he can finally go to therapy and get the help he needs.
I would like to believe that he would not do it again. What I can say is that we're not suggesting that he quit therapy anytime soon.
Oh, god damn it.
Say EDP is completely innocent. Basically, he was just set up on some bullshit. I mean, we've all texted back somebody we had no business texting back. EDP is not a pedophile. He's never been a pedophile. He doesn't look at children in that way.
What are you gonna do the next time you text a 13-year-old girl or a 14-year-old girl?
There won't be a next time.
There won't be a next time?
There won't be a next time.
That's hard for me to believe.
I've had sex with Kayla.
If it was legal, oh, I would have fucking turned that ass out. I would have fucking ate her ass out.
Well, we already know EDP loves children. I mean, as a matter of fact, he loves them a little too much.
EDP certified bitch.
Oh god, here we go.
Penguin Zero. This motherfucker goddamn disgrace to humankind. It looked like this motherfucker ain't washed his ass. Hi everybody. Go suck a typical fucking liberal far left goddamn socialist. Next up we got Asmongold. Look like he saw a fucking ghost. Matter of fact, fuck a ghost, nigga. What you need to see is a goddamn cleaning service, my nigga, to clean that dirty ass, junky ass motherfucking house.
Yeah, so what does this have to do with anything with the documentary? This must have been EDP's idea because he just comes out looking like JP Morgan just dissing some women on YouTube. He is right about Sniper Wolf though, but still kind of pointless in the documentary. I thought this was gonna give me the documentary on why predators were predators, not teach me how to be an incel.
How would you describe your sex life?
Oh, my sex life is fucking great. Let me see. I sit on this piece of couch right here. I whip my dick out, I jack off, and that's my sex life. As far as me actually fucking bitches, I only had sex once in my life, and it felt like I was Brillo pad. My fucking dick is still sore from that shit.
100% thank you. Got herpes, my guy.
So the thing is like, I've been looking for a girlfriend for almost 5 to 6 years. It's been a while. It's been a journey. I'm the type of person that I know what the hell that I want. I'm not going to sit back.
Man, I was eating my goldfishes. Dude, I'm not joking with you when I say this. This whole entire scene is him aiming at his toes. And either one or two things is happening. Either A, the filmer who's filming this has a gay foot fetish, or he's trying to send a SOS call to bring in nail clippers. Because I'm not joking with you, those nails can slash tires, my guy. Like, seriously, like, that should be illegal to have. That should be like a conceal and carry kind of thing.
I definitely think being gay is a freaking mental disorder. There's something wrong with you. There's a few screws loose in your motherfucking head.
He says that about gay people, but he can't muster up the courage to say that to himself. But I guess that's mainly because he's not a pedophile, so therefore there's nothing to fix.
I know where Alex Rosen lives. I have his address. I know exactly where he lives. Yeah. I could have easily just loaded up a rifle, came and just murdered that nigger. But I could have fucked him up. You know what I mean? Would you? No, because I don't want to go to fucking prison, but I mean, I had some thoughts of doing that shit. But if you could get away with it? Oh, of course.
Why would you ever say that out loud? Not only that, he goes into like just vivid detail on how he would do it without getting caught. But yet, he's a nice guy, guys. Like, look at that face. I mean, you can't tell me that this guy is not a nice guy.
Yeah, so I have dreams probably about maybe twice, sometimes even 3 times a week of me viciously killing people, viciously slaughtering people. I would cut motherfuckers' tongues out. I would fucking, I would put a hole up in the motherfucker's chest and I would throw him in a fucking in like a pit of fire. Had dreams about killing Julian, killing Alex Rosen, Cold Raven, whoever the fuck you want to mention, Steve and G.
But remember, guys, he's a very nice guy.
I think I'm done reading this book, okay? All right? Abacus? Thank you. It's
Oh, finally, he's got a girlfriend. Maybe he can finally get some of that frustration out and...
is something that definitely...
Oh. Well, then they're not in a relationship at all.
Grindr is gay as I do not use that.
Nicer.
Yeah.
I have this weird and sneaky suspicion that he uses Grindr.
Out. And I'm not talking
nice.
I don't want Andrew to take a look at this video or this documentary and think that I'm talking
nicer.
Fuck, I idolize you, bro. You feel me? But come on.
Nice.
Let's keep it a buck, man. Not bush. Come on now. Jordan Peterson.
He has Andrew Tate on a piece of paper that says discipline. Even though an EDP cannot get on a diet to save his own life, and he still has the attraction to 13-year-olds. And don't get me started on the no brokies wallpaper. This is honestly so painful to watch.
The craziest place I actually did beat my shit is in a fucking Walgreens bathroom. I stole a magazine off the rack, and I went in that bitch, and I just started fucking letting my shit have it in that bathroom.
Nicer.
In the girls' bathroom, by the way.
Just remember, guys, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, you're fucking gay, bitch. How about that?
Hey, he found a new relationship. Hopefully this one will give him some...
See, now that's what I fucking like, man. That's some good shit right there, bro.
You know what? I quit being optimistic.
Like, sometimes, you know...
What was the role play? Can you read it?
Well, I mean... Well, to be honest with you, dog, I ain't gonna read that.
Nice.
Kind of like some disturbing, dude.
What is it?
It's kind of like, pretend to be like, fucking like, 16, 17, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not good. But, I mean, at least it's a AI robot instead of like an actual real 13-year-old. I guess you can kind of consider that progress, I guess.
So today I'm going to show you guys my
nicer
pics.
Why is this in the documentary? Look, I understand that sometimes when you take a big poo and you turn around and you look at it and it's like, wow, how the fuck did that came out of my ass? There was like this one I had where I took like a poo and like I got up and turned around and I swear to God that shit was like L-shaped and I was just like, how did that came out of my bottom? And I took a picture and it's still in my library, but I haven't, it's not like I'm going to like come up tomorrow and be like, hey guys, here's a new YouTube short, look at this big ass shit that I laid. It's not like I go up to my friends, dude, you gotta see this big ass turd that I laid. It was like L-shaped, right? No, I just go like, damn, that's a huge wonder of the world. Click, goes into my library that no one will ever see it. But EDP takes it one step further. He's proud of it. He's so proud of it that he's willing to put in this documentary as a little short tidbit.
Why the age of consent is 18? I mean, what the fuck makes 18 so goddamn magical?
Well, that's basically a simple answer. It's pretty much the scientists and people who study on children's brains have come to the conclusion that children's brains are not developed enough to be able to give consent. And so therefore the United States made it a law where you have to be 18 or older to give consent to sexual acts. If you want me to be really honest, they should actually change it to 21 or like 25. Mainly because your brain is still developing at 18. So you're still dumb and stupid at 18, 19, 20, all the way up through there. But that's the law.
Well, he may or may not be a pedophile. Generally, he would not be because the 13-year-old in this country at this point in history is probably post-pubescent. He is a child molester. He's a criminal who's someone who tried to take advantage of a child's naivety, innocence, and immaturity to meet his own needs, both physically and narcissistically. Anybody who does that is by definition an offender and a child molester, but not necessarily a pedophile.
Well, to most people, he is a pedophile. Case closed.
Yeah, you're fucking gay, bitch. How about that?
Well, that's basically the end of EDP445's documentary. And there was some little tidbits that I wanted to give off at the end, but there's copyrighted music attached to it, so I'll just talk about it. The funniest thing at the end is they get all these YouTubers together to basically give their thoughts on what they think about EDP445. And one of those guys is Chris Chan. And I just think that's so funny. Like, you have to fuck up so bad that even Chris Chan doesn't even like you. The documentary ends with a bunch of FBI agents looking at EDP445's documentary, and his character that played him in the documentary being chased by FBI agents, while Get Down with the Sickness by Disturbed plays in the background. Fucking peak cinema. I don't know what I could say about that one. But I did promise, and I did say I was going to show it off. EDP made an actual kill list. It was a deleted scene from the documentary, and it is really the most unhinged shit you would ever hear in your entire life.
These motherfuckers that I'm about to show you guys on this list, I would execute on the spot if I ever saw them in real life. Cold Raven, you're the one that started this whole pedophile rumor shit back up in the day. Master at Work, you single-handedly, you know, tried to fucking dox me, tried to ruin my life, tried to fucking, you know, find out where I live, tried to get me fired from fucking jobs, got me evicted from fucking housing apartments and all that. Delete my name. Yeah, bro, listen, man. It hurts me to say this, and as a matter of fact, nigga, after I get done shooting your ass, I'll go to your house and my scalp your ugly ass, bitch ass, Alaskan motherfucking Malamute of a motherfucking dog. I'll piss all over that nigga. Some Michael Fitch.
I think you kind of understand why this is a deleted scene. My entire conclusion of EDP445's documentary, he has not learned a single damn thing. Not once in this entire documentary, he has never apologized for what he did. I would say half of it would have been him just complaining and blaming others that he's in the predicament that he's in. And sure, he's not a pedophile because he doesn't go after, you know, 10-year-olds, but he's definitely a child molester. And people are going to still call him a pedophile because no one doesn't really care about a small detail like that. His life is ass, and every time when he tries to build it up and try to do better for himself, he always tears it down. But, if anything, EDP does live up to his name. And that is, he absolutely 100% without a shadow of a doubt does not care. And honestly, I do think there's something wrong with his brain. But other than that, like, comment, subscribe, skilly boppity boop. I'm out.